Hey Salam, I hope you guys doing well. Halal Chef is back with another video, and this time I'm making macaroni bolognese, a famous Italian bolognese dish that is to die for. The sauce that we are making is called Ragu Bolognese. I'm gonna show you authentic way of making it. You can also serve this pasta sauce with tagliatelle, rigatoni or different types of pastas that are designed for meat sauces. This is one of the best pasta recipe that you're gonna try. Without further ado, let's get started. We're gonna start with our meat pois. Meat pois is just diced vegetables that we use to add more flavor. Here I've got 2 medium onions, carrots and a bit of celery. Some Italians, what they would do is they will pass it through a mincer and get it really fine. So something like this should be okay. Now for the carrots, remove the ends. And now if you want, you can keep cutting them into thin slices. Finally chop them. Now to cut the celery is super easy. You just want to thinly slice this and then finally chop it. So something like this you're looking for. Done. Now here I'm using some smoked turkey slices instead of pancetta. You could also use beef bacon or beef pancetta. It's really gonna add a lot of flavor. Just roughly chop them. They don't need to be too fine. Alright, let's get cooking. Turn up the heat to around medium. In with olive oil. In with your beef pancetta or turkey bacon. You want to cook this until it starts to get brown. Now I can see it has started to develop some sort of a color. At this point of time, you want to add in your meat pois. Give that a mix. Sweat the vegetables until they are soft. Soften them a bit. You don't want to color on them. In other words, you don't want to make them brown. So when you can see the moisture has almost evaporated and it's nice and crisp, throw in the beef mince. I'm only using beef mince. If you want, you could use 50% of lamb, 50% of beef mince. It's not a problem. Traditionally, Italians, they use 2 types of meats. Give this a really good mix. You want to break the mince so there are no lumps. Now you want to keep cooking the mince until the water has dried out and has a nice touch of color. Not too much, just a slight touch of color. Keep mixing it, keep breaking it. It's gonna be so good. Alright, so the water has almost dried out. At this point of time, you want to add a good touch of salt and mix. The color has started to come together. It's not too dark and it's not too light. Just perfect. Exactly what we are looking for. Now we're going to deglaze this and add a body to it. Obviously we can't use red wine, so our perfect substitute is either pomegranate juice or cranberry juice. Just throw that in. Now give that a mix, and you really want to dry out that water or juice you added. Now every time you add something into your beef, you need to cook it properly. You need to mix it, you need to toast it. While that is drying out, you can throw in some of the bay leaves. Also gonna add a bit of the black pepper. It's gonna add a really nice aroma. And a bit of the kick. Mix that in. Perfect time to add our tomato paste. Just mix that in. We're also gonna add in our pomodoro sauce. Pomodoro sauce is basic tomato sauce. Give that a mix again. Now we need some liquid to finish the cooking. Italians will use water or stock. So I'm just gonna use stock here. You could also use 50% of stock and 50% of water. Whatever is suitable for you. Give this a really good mix. We need to cook this for 1.5 to 2 hours. The reason for that is That's where the magic happens. That's where it's really gonna develop the flavor. Now the heat needs to be low. Now don't leave it covered all the way. After 30 minutes or so, just keep an eye on it. Make sure you mix it and ensure nothing is sticking to the pan. See you in a few hours. Now for the pasta I'm using here, rigatoni. Now if you want, you could also use macaroni or tagliatelle. Any pasta that would hold your meat sauce. Now previously I used spaghetti. You know, it's not a problem, but trust me, it doesn't just hold the meat sauce. You can enjoy more with pasta shapes like these. Let's have a look at our sauce. It's been cooking for nearly an hour and a half. That looks amazing. Just look at that. This is what happens when you cook it for this amount of time. It becomes so rich. A perfect Bolognese sauce. Amazing. Just have a look at that. Just turn off the heat at this point. If you want, just have a little taste. And when the water starts boiling, add in a good touch of salt. In with your pasta. Cook this for around 8 minutes. Just gonna move the pasta to a different heat and grab another pan. There's some of the sauce in this pan. Now we're just gonna lightly saute. Throw in your pasta, some of the pasta water. Just gonna bring everything together. Just cook it for around a minute until the sauce is emulsified. Looks amazing, alhamdulillah. Just here in the middle. Bit more sauce on the top. Alright guys, I'm gonna try this. Bismillah. Just get some of that sauce and the pasta first. Wow. So rich. It is so delicious. And the pasta really absorbs the meat sauce. Look at that. I'm serving it with a bit of the garlic bread. What I'd like to do is just put some pasta on there and then take a bite. Bismillah. The sauce was so delicious and the pasta was perfectly cooked. You know, make sure you definitely try it. It's gonna become one of your favorite dishes. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like. Inshallah, I'll see you next time. Until then, salam. Make for your mom, make for your dad, make for your family. Enjoy.